Thank you very much, Manish, for those insights. And you can send your questions about the universe using the Ask Space hashtag, and we'll try to answer them.
Oxygen, which you can then harvest and use for breathing.
Thank you very much, Manish, for those insights. And you can send your questions about the universe using the Ask Space hashtag, and we'll try to answer them. And you can follow other space news on Euronews.com.
Wheels are a great invention. They help us humans to explore our planet Earth. Now we are taking wheels to the red planet. We are in Zurich, Switzerland, on a space mission. This cosmopolitan city is not only a center for global banking, it's also a hub for innovation, and here we're going to see the ExoMars locomotion tests. These wheels are designed for flat surfaces, but what will happen if I encounter an obstacle like this one on Mars? So another challenge for the rover will be to overcome slopes like this one, or even steeper. And clearly these wheels are not made for walking on a sandy area. So we are now in the testing facilities that will take us one step closer to roving on Mars. This is a very special sandbox. It can be tilted up to 30 degrees to simulate the angle the sand that the rover might encounter on Mars.
This model has been built to simulate the flight rover, but in Earth gravity, and it maintains all the exact functional performances that the flight rover will have.
We are working here under Earth gravity, which is 3 times.
Things that we know that will happen, so the landing, the deployment and the egress on Mars.
Есть свои особенности в этой отработке, большие углы схода, различные наклоны поверхности после посадки.
Which actually means that the effective radius is of a larger wheel.
It's very nice to have the locomotion system here and to see what it can do, how it behaves, and to see actually how it will look on Mars.
3, 2, 1.
It's raindrops, it's the way you laugh. These little miracles are yours to have.
Raindrops, it's the way you laugh. These little miracles are yours to have.
What do we know about Mars? Are there signs of life? What can we learn from the Martian landscape? While gathering its own scientific data, including pictures of the red planet's surface and measurements of its atmosphere. From 2021, it will also relay data from ESA's ExoMars rover. TGO orbits Mars in just 2 hours, relaying 21 gigabytes of data from Mars's surface so far. ESOC works with ESA, NASA, and Russian ground stations.
the planet Mars has been mysterious for centuries. But over the past few decades, a fleet of orbiting and landed spacecraft has greatly advanced our potential for life, either in the past or even today. But however you tackle it, returning samples from Mars is definitely a complicated problem. So how could we actually get a sample from Mars? One approach is to use a series of 3 spacecraft working together like a relay team to deliver samples. The next steps to bring these samples back. In one scenario, after the Mars 2020 rover has placed its collected samples, deploy a small rover to fetch the samples and bring them back to the lander, where they would be loaded into a container and placed atop a small